Hey, this is Ken from Coffee Crafters, and we are having so much fun manufacturing our own parts. We decided we'd come out and do a quick walkthrough of what's going on. We're standing in front of our new laser machine, which is awesome. It takes 5-foot by 10-foot sheets. And one of the fun things about having your own laser is we're able to nest our parts to be the most efficient that we can. Where we used to order one part from a vendor and they would make it. And if they're efficient with their nesting, we wouldn't see it because it didn't save us any money. But we make a lot of parts out of like materials. So when we nest something, we might take 70% of the sheet with what we're cutting out. And the other 30%, we look and see what we have in inventory and fill that up, which really works great. The other thing that's cool is prototyping, which has been something that has not worked for us because we were relying on vendors to make our prototype parts. Chris and I think we're on like prototype number 7 of the Valenta roaster, the big roaster. We built a prototype, which we'll show you a little bit later. In 2 days, we built a prototype with a glass side on it because we wanted to check where the sample spoon was going to go and how the beans were going to flow around it, and you know, the rates of bean mass flow, which worked fantastic. So we're able to do something in a week that used to take us 3 to 6 months. And you know, we will be all the way through that process pretty soon, so that was cool. So we're going to show you, Chris is going to cut out, they're getting ready to cut out some parts for the mini roaster, and so we'll watch them cut some of those out and then go down the line. And then we purchased a press brake machine because we wanted to be able to form our own parts. And so we bought an older, I think it's a 98 Amada RG50, but it's totally restored, totally rebuilt. We bought a whole new tool library for it. And the cool thing is we can, once we got our parts set up in here, we got them all set up pretty much now. I think Chris said we're about 80% set up. They just pull up the program and form our parts. And so this is the parts we just cut out on the laser, and now Mike's going to start forming up the parts for the Mini and get them ready to rivet together. Then we got a Pim Setter hardware machine, so we can insert studs and nuts. And the cool thing about Pim is they got a huge library of hardware. So when we're designing stuff, we just pull the CAD files out of their library, put them in our prints, and see how we can make it easy to put together for us and also easy for the customer to, if they have to take something apart for maintenance or whatever. So yeah, this was a great addition. It's not a high-speed machine, but for what we're doing, it's great. You know, with all of our equipment, we don't run it all the time. We're not a job shop, so The laser will probably work, 3, 4, 5 hours a week. Same with the machine here. And then we'll go back to work doing other stuff. So now we put it together, riveted it. This is the finished product. We'll make a bunch of pallets of these and send them over to powder coat, which is also cool because the powder coater is only like a mile or two away. And then we'll be ready to go. So right now we're going to go back to work on the big roaster, which we're working on full time now. And our goal this week was to get the sample spoon placement done. And we think we're one proto away from making that happen. So we're going to jump on that. We'll let you guys know how it turns out.